Hey guys, just a quick little video update really, just to sort of say maybe it's worth waiting for that new Suzuki DR4s in the UK. £8,000 seems a lot of money, but the competition are falling by the wayside. The Beta Alp that I bought and did a few videos on the other week, that's gone back to the dealer. The bogginess on the throttle wasn't great, and they said there's a new map for it, so I took it up to the dealer in Northampton, and they put a new map on it, and it made it worse, if anything. So I said, look, there's no point me having it, because the idea is people ride it with the idea of potentially buying one, you know, like almost a test bike. So I said, it just doesn't present very well at all. So he gave me my money back, or offered it me back, and that was that. It sounds like Euro 5 Plus has meant that there's an extra lambda sensor in the exhaust before the silencer, and Beta just can't manage to get it to fuel right. So the earlier 2024 bikes, the Euro 5 compliant bikes, they're fine, but the Euro 5 Plus, certainly the one I had, just ran badly. So that's fallen by the wayside, which is a shame, as that Beta Alp, I thought it rode really nicely actually. It had a lot of potential and was, you know, with discounts, a good £2,500, nearly £3,000 less than the Suzuki. Similar weight, similar power, so actually a real good rival for the Suzuki, but that's fallen by the wayside. Also the clocks froze on it, you know, it just didn't feel like a properly resolved bike. Today I was supposed to pick up the KTM 390 Enduro, which I was very excited about, but I've just had a call from the dealer saying we can't pick it up because there's an issue. There's been a stock sale put on it by KTM, like certain chassis numbers, to say something's wrong with the front wheel spacer or something. And that adds to a list of other recalls and quality issues that I've seen on the owners forum that suggest that KTM 390 Adventure and Enduro aren't the best built bikes either, and there's going to be some early fine tuning issues. And then the Himalayan 450, I had that service this week, and the 6,000 mile service interval where it needs valves every 6,000 miles was £385, so for nearly 400 quid. So every 6,000 miles, at least for the first 12,000 miles, it's going to be near enough £400 to service it, because it shims and it's not something I can do myself. So I took it up to Cooper, who do a great job. You know, I'm not saying it was overpriced. It takes a lot of time to adjust the shims which needed adjusting. So that rules that out. The CRF 300, I rode one of them, the new 2025 with the improved suspension, but that's not much difference to the old one. So they've not rectified that, and people who were buying them are still having to put the suspension on. So that rules that out. So that's 4 bikes falling by the wayside, which leaves us with a Suzuki DRZ4s, which by all accounts seems to run flawlessly, doesn't seem to have any issues, and therefore performs like any other Suzuki, i.e. ultimately reliable. So while it is expensive, more than the others by at least £2,000 in some cases, sometimes more, it does seem like you're going to get a solid bike that doesn't let you down, where the fueling's right, that it's rideable. And I think the valve checks are every 16,000 or 14,000, so it's probably going to cost you less to service than the Enfield as well. So that's it, DRZ4s, we've all wrote it off for being too expensive, but actually when you start sifting through the competition, it starts to stand above all others, because for the fact that it seems like it's robust, it's going to be reliable, or it seems like it's going to be reliable. So that's it, just a quick update to say the Beta's gone back, the KTM 390 is still at the dealer waiting for whatever part it needs to be sellable. The Himalayan serviced, and I'm dreading the next one at £400. And and the CRF is the same old CRF for £6,700 that needs £800 worth of suspension on it to be any good, so therefore you may as well buy a DRZ4s. So maybe I'll get one in. Suzuki suggested they might loan me one to put on the fleet for people to ride back to back. It's a big shame the 390 was going to be here today for people to ride tomorrow, but it ain't here. So that's it. First world problems, not the end of the world, but that's where we are. DRZ4s. Let's not rule it out just yet. Cheers.